Thank you for tuning into 11's Dirt Life. I want to run through some useful products that I've been using for a while now, shop organization products. This is specifically tool holder organization type stuff. So this is TMR Customs makes a bunch of cool stuff for your shop, home garage, you name it as far as tool organization goes. They actually make a bunch of really cool products just in general for anything off-road race, off-road in general. They have all kinds of cool stuff. But what we're going to talk about today specifically is just their tool organization stuff. If you're like me, you'd like to have your shop or your garage or whatever organized. You like to know where all your tools are at. You like to have everything up and out of the way. I can't stand a messy shop. I know there's plenty of people that thrive and can operate in those environments. That's not me. I need everything to be organized and clean. So I really like having these products to have everything up and out of the way or have a home for it. And free up some space in other places like in tool chests and drawers and things like that I had all this stuff stacked in before. So I'm going to walk you through all the products that I have currently. There's definitely some more stuff of theirs that I'd like to get, but I got a pretty fair amount of it right now that we can kind of go through and give you an idea of what some of their product offerings are. And then I'll show you kind of like how I use it, why I like it, and my thoughts on it, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to grab the camera and we're going to walk you around. We'll go like maybe in a clockwise manner here around the shop and just kind of see what we got going on. So here we go. And it is a cold one this morning. Let's see what we got on the temp. We got 37 in the shop this morning. That's not too bad, but definitely would rather be in a heated environment. So we need heat in here, long story short. All right, back to what we're talking about. TMR products here. So this is the newest product I've gotten from them. Absolutely love it. This is their grease gun holder, as you can see. We all know that grease guns leak. They always leak. There's grease everywhere. What I've always done in the past is had the grease gun like in a plastic bag, like on the floor somewhere, or on a piece of cardboard, or on a piece of old carpet or something that I didn't worry about grease getting on. They always leak out of the, the fittings here and all over the place, and then sometimes they even leak out of the actual, the hose itself. So this is really cool because it's got, your slot for the gun itself. You've got an extra slot for an extra tube of grease, like Johnny Joint grease. I run Rock Jock Johnny Joints on my rig, so I just use Johnny Joint grease on everything, on all my steering, everything like that. So got an extra holder here, and one of the beauties of this product, as you can see, is it's got a channel in here. You can see that. It's notched in and it's angled down, and what happens with that and why that's there is it has this nice little cup here, and it catches all the grease that's leaking out. So very, very cool, very well thought out product. Those of you that have grease guns know it's, they're messy. So this is really cool. I've had this up here for a while. No grease on the ground, no grease anywhere on the floor. So it's really, really nice to have this product catching the grease and keeping everything nice and tidy and organized. So that's product number one. Real quick, I'll just touch on this. This is raw. This is how it came to me. You can have them powder coated TMR orange. You can paint it yourself. All the other stuff I've painted. I just left this one raw. Just wanted to get it up. So we'll see how the raw holds up. Might get a little patina on there, but it looks really nice just as is. So that is the grease gun holder. Moving along in our clockwise fashion. We have here, like you can see, it's a hose holder. So this is the hose holder. This is the smaller version. They have two sizes, I believe, a larger version as well for a bigger, larger hose. I was only planning on using it for the power tank air hose, so I just needed the smaller one. This one's painted with Steel It Black. So it's just that Steel It Black color. Just hit it with a couple quick hits on that and got a nice finish on that one. 2 screws to put it into the wall there, and it holds up nice and tight and keeps the rat's nest of hoses out of the way. Got a nice clean hose setup and very easy product to obviously install and put together. So really like that one. Moving right along. This one, so this was the first tool organization product I bought from TMR, and this is their, as you can see, their right angle die grinder abrasive holder. This is the single holder. You can see it just kind of like hangs over right there. Nice little notch, cuts in. And then you've got your posts here for your different discs. So you've got like you can put your flap discs on one. You can put your your cut off wheels, your cut wheels on another one. However you want to do it, you can organize those and have them all nice and handy. They also make a larger version of this, which holds multiple angle grinders, and that's good for, you know, I'm just a home do-it-yourself guy. I'm not a fabricator. I'm not a builder. You know, I'm just a, you know, garage guy working on his Jeep. So this one works for me, but those guys that are really like doing fab stuff and doing work a lot and that have their 2 angle grinders set up, one with their flap disc all the time, one with their cutoff wheel all the time, you can have those side by side and not have to switch between the discs all the time. So that's really cool, really great setup for those of you that are really doing, you know, really putting in the work on fabricating and building and things like that. You can have a larger version of this, which has holds, you know, multiple angle grinders. So really happy with that product, obviously. And then this, moving right along down the line here, you can see this is their one of their cordless tool holders. I've got my Milwaukee M18 Impact in there, the big dog. They make this also in a larger version, so you can have multiple tools hanging off, what have you. I only needed the single because I've got the one big M18, and then most of my other stuff is their M12 line, which I just have on the pegboard, separate company pegboard here. But this is cool because it gets it up and out of the way. You also have 4 slots on each side for various attachments. These attachments aren't particular to this. I use them on this guy here, but now I have them nice and handy. So if you had like a, you know, something else you had here with attachments, you can do that. You can see I've got my earmuffs hanging on the other side. You can do whatever you want with this one. I could have another tool there if I'd like. You also have a bottle opener right there, which is cool. Just a nice little touch. Both of these, as you can see, are black. They're both painted with Steel-It Black as well. So really cool finish on those. And again, they just, you know, screw right in. Really easy to attach, really easy to, they're on there nice and tight. And then if you wanted to do something fancy and put like a backing behind there, you could do that. I might do that down the line, but we just wanted to get them up. So there you go. You've got your right angle grinder abrasive holder. You've got your cordless tool holder. So again, both of those can be purchased in a larger variation or version. So let's keep cruising on to one of my favorites. I really like all this stuff. I mean, these guys did such a good job in thinking. I mean, you know, the reason they came up with this stuff is because they're building race Jeeps and off-road products and stuff like that. So they have shops and they're innovating stuff that works for, you know, for them and for what they need. So they've got stuff for welding, holding welding stuff. They've got magnetic trays. They've got, you know, wrench holders. They've got, you know, all kinds of stuff, vice grip holders, you know, just you name it, they have products. So this is just what I have, but if you check them out on their website, they have all kinds of other cool stuff as well. This is just stuff I think is really useful. I have no affiliation or connection with these guys. I just really like their stuff. So that's why we're doing a video. Okay, so as you can see, this is a jack stand holder. I've got 2 6-ton jack stands on here. I actually have 2 of them. You can see I've got another one right there. So we just hung them. I actually was sitting on these for a long time. I bought these at my old house. I didn't have anywhere to put them in the garage there that I was real happy with. It was an old barn from, you know, the late 1800s. My house was this old historic hotel, so I didn't really know where to put them. First thing we did when we got the shop set up here is I attached these to the beam here. I'm actually gonna put the camera down real quick. I'm gonna take these off. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like without the jack stands on there. So again, was sitting on them, wanted to use them, wasn't sure what to do. So one of the first things we did when we got the shop set up was get these set up, because I know a lot of you probably know, but we do almost everything here in the shop or at my old house in the garage. So we've got a bunch of jack stands and things like that to get the Jeep going. So these are really helpful and useful. You could put these on any post or any beam in your house or your garage to get the jack stands up off the floor and out of the way. This is like a non-utilized space. I wouldn't be using it for anything, so it's nice to get them somewhere not on the floor of the shop or in a corner or anything like that, taking up space under a workbench maybe. I've got them up and out of the way where, you know, I wouldn't necessarily be getting in the way. So you can see here, this is I think I'm not sure what size this one is, but it's for the 6-ton. So you can get smaller ones, you can get larger ones, you can put big 12-ton jack stands on here. You can get the little rinky-dink guys, the little small 3-tons or whatever. But I've got my 6-tons on here. These are painted with Steel-It Gray, so you can see really nice. And again, it's just 3 screws into the beam here, and they're like totally tight. So we'll walk back over to this one. You can see we've got the 2 6-tons. So I've got all 4 jack stands of this variation up on the wall here, and then we've got, you know, everything else on the floor. So this helps get some of this stuff up off the floor, creates more walking space, all that good stuff. So that's what we got right now, and we've definitely got some more stuff from them I've got planned in the future. I'll maybe do little updates in the community section of YouTube, or maybe do a full-on video if it's something we're talking about for a long time. So as always, thank you for tuning in, and we'll put some I'll put a link to TMR's website so you guys can go to the tool section and check these organizers out yourself and get what makes sense for you. So thanks again for tuning in. And as always, if you have questions, please feel free to reach out and let me know. Till next time.